There is no doubt about it that by far the most anticipated Star Wars TV show of all time is of course the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, not just because of the high budget that Lucasfilm and Disney poured into this thing, but also because of how well it was presented in the official teaser trailer just 2 days ago by Disney. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and give me a follow on there. I do make sure to post a couple of entertaining things from time to time, and really also to make sure to interact with you guys further. So everything related to the Kenobi TV series, alright? This actually has a lot going for itself. We have a lot of great elements thrown in there, like the Inquisitors, Luke Skywalker, Leia, Bail Organa. Of course, we have a lot of droids that are going to be a part of the show, and a lot of Legends characters that will be tied to the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But focusing on exactly what Lucasfilm did with director Deborah Chow, alright, of the series, and exactly what they are doing with some of the key characters is really going to be quite a game changer, to say the least. Now, we already know that everything related to the Kenobi TV series is the fact that they really are trying to make this essentially Revenge of the Sith Part 2. They really want to make it Star Wars Episode 3.5. And there's a reason behind all of that. It's because they wanted to specifically make this TV show very movie-like, because, let's face it, the Kenobi TV series, in case you guys are out of the loop, originally was supposed to be a movie in theaters. And to be honest, I think it would have been better off to do it that way. You know, this way we could have actually gone to see this in the theater with all the fans and hearing and seeing their reactions in person. I mean, it would have been magical. But that's just my take on things. I think that regardless, it's good to see it on Disney Plus as a TV show, but I digress. Now, everything related to what Disney and Lucasfilm recently did for the Kenobi series, as of right now, director Deborah Chow is working heavily on the Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney Plus in post-production, that is actually set to release on May 25th. Now, they are already planning to release the full trailer on May 4th for Star Wars fans around the globe. However, it's noted that Lucasfilm creators that worked on the Kenobi series did something for the show that is absolutely going to surprise the entire community. One major scene that was filmed for the Kenobi series is described to take place on a brand new world or location that has never been seen before in the franchise. This is described to be very close to Mustafar and the location of Vader's castle. Both Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen filmed the scene both as Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi fighting each other in a very intense and fast-paced duel in the series that involves not just new Force powers, but also new ways that Kenobi and Vader will fight with their sabers, and showing the fans new moves during their fight. Now, once again, the fact that they are going to be doing new moves and using new Force powers really kind of just goes to show you that Deborah Chow really not only wants to give us a new location for the fight, but also wants to give us new ways of how both Vader and Kenobi are going to fight against each other. Again, this is going to be, of course, a big duel in the series, the second duel to be specific. So, on top of all of that, this is actually described to take place on a flat surface location with tons of gray-looking canyons seen in the background, crumbling from what is said to be caused by an intense tremor of some kind by Darth Vader's Force repulse technique. Now, the scene is said to involve Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon Jinn speaking directly to Obi-Wan Kenobi during their battle as a Force ghost voice, telling him that hope still lives and that Luke is the key to ending the Sith. Qui-Gon Jinn is said to be the one to reassure Kenobi that Luke is worth fighting for to his last breath and to not fear facing Vader. Qui-Gon guides Kenobi several times during his fight against Vader. It's said to be a truly emotional moment where at one point part of Vader's mask gets damaged from Kenobi's saber, where Vader snaps back to Anakin Skywalker for a split second. Now, I want to actually dive into this a little bit, because we obviously know that they already did this in Star Wars Rebels. And when you look at everything related to Rebels, alright, you have that moment where Vader is actually going to transfer back to Anakin for that brief moment where he actually sees Ahsoka and calls out her name. And it's a very emotional piece in Star Wars Rebels. It really goes to show you the true nature of Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader as two separate characters and how they go back and forth at times. And that, to me, I think is going to be a very key sequence in the Kenobi series. It's going to be a very emotional moment for the fans. And it's really going to be up right there with the historical moments in Star Wars. But moving on. Now, very similar to what happened in Rebels between Vader and Ahsoka, Deborah Chow is said to focus on Vader's eye, of course, that goes from the yellow Sith eye to Anakin's normal eye color, then later returns back to the yellow Sith eye color. There is even a sequence in which Vader's cape is burning in the duel against Kenobi, where Vader tears off his cape and throws it off to the side in order to fight properly. Now, Vader's eye is revealed in the scene constantly toward the end of the battle. It's near similar to what was done in Star Wars Rebels, and Hayden Christensen played the part in the suit partially at times, to make the moment very believable to the audience. Now, during the end of the battle, Qui-Gon is said to connect with Obi-Wan Kenobi again via voice, and tells him to not lose focus and that Luke must stay hidden as Vader tries to dig into Kenobi's mind like Kylo Ren did to Rey. Qui-Gon even has a line of dialogue where he says, "Focus on my voice, focus on hope," to where Vader fails to dig into Kenobi's mind of what he is hiding. Vader knows Kenobi is hiding something, but he does not know what is in this moment, in this scene, and is desperate to find out what Kenobi is hiding. So the thing about this is that we already know that everything related to Kenobi hiding Luke Skywalker's location on Tatooine, and not just hiding that, but also hiding the fact that Luke Skywalker even exists at all, is crucial to the Kenobi series. And it goes to show you that they are trying to use that as a form of tension between both Vader and Kenobi in this duel. Again, Deborah Chow wants to create a specific reason as to why Vader is trying to dig into Kenobi's mind. And it has a lot to do with Vader realizing that Kenobi's holding back for some reason. Mentally, there's something going on in his mind that needs to be uncovered, and that's when Vader uses the similar technique that Kylo Ren did to Rey in The Force Awakens. And you know how Rey was able to resist that, and you can kind of see the connections to everything of how JJ originally wanted to make Rey a Kenobi. It's very possible that they share a very similar power. That was the original intention, but I digress. The thing about this is that everything related to this battle on this new location is said to be very close to the world of Mustafar, alright? And we're not quite sure exactly where this is, but it is a flat-surfaced area that actually has a lot of canyons in the background. And this could very well explain as to exactly why there's going to be a lot of situations where the canyons crumble and hit the surface of this location due to the Force Repulse technique by Darth Vader, which, by the way, that Force Repulse technique is actually essentially a shockwave created by a Force user, as first seen in the Battlefront video game by Luke. It's a very interesting Force power. Go ahead and check out Force Repulse. It's going to be used in their battle against each other. Cannot wait to see exactly how intense all of this is really going to be in live action form, from start to finish, how Deborah Chow really directed this from frame to frame. I really gotta say, I mean, I think that we really are in for quite a treat to actually see something so unique and something so powerful. Maybe even a bigger duel than what we would have ever even expected than Revenge of the Sith's duel. But anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.